Good afternoon, everyone. Listen, before Mass starts, I want to make a little announcement I'm asked to make for the diocese. They've been trying to get a good copy from the camera for the last 4 Masses to post on the YouTube channel. So Frank, I hope this works out pretty well. But as I indicated to you before on Ascension Thursday, that I would be expecting a change. It actually did come true. I knew I'd be changed. But on Thursday, I received a new assignment. So the text that you're going to hear is also in the bulletin. If you take it with you, you'll have a copy of it. And I have to read it because the diocese expects this word being said at our parish and in 8 other parishes throughout the Archdiocese. So good afternoon, everyone. And this weekend in all the Masses, I've shared some information that affects our parish community. Each year during the 3rd week of May, the 3rd weekend, Archbishop Parish ordains the new priest for ordination. Yesterday there were 3 new priests ordained for service of our local church. And also at the same time when he does that, he also announces clergy personnel changes. So this year, a clergy personnel change is taking place in our parish. I myself have been appointed the pastor of St. Jerome Parish in the northeast section of Greater Philadelphia. And Reverend Father Gerner is the new pastor of St. Rose Parish, also with the additional responsibility as the administrator to Our Lady of Charity Parish. So the poor man has 2 places to take care of. As you know or have observed over the past several years, many of our priests are asked to assume additional responsibilities. So while we're blessed to have 3 new priests in our archdiocese, that does not compare because we have 18 deaths this past year, 15 retirements, and and we have 214 parishes. So given these realities, the Archbishop is unable to assign a resident priest in every place. So at Our Lady of Charity, there is no priest resident living at Our Lady of Charity. Father Gerner, who is assigned here as pastor, has graciously also accepted the additional responsibility of being the parochial administrator for Our Lady of Charity Parish. But let me be clear, because I know rumor has spread that we're merging, we're closing, they're merging, they're closing, and all this other stuff. It is extremely important to stress that this arrangement of the 2 parishes sharing 1 priest does not in any way signify or constitute a merger or a consolidation between St. Rose or Our Lady of Charity Parish. Both parishes remain distinct, separate, and their own canonical entities. So, the poor priest has double duty and all that, but the monies, the assets, the responsibility falls to one guy, but all the stuff of St. Rose Parish and its ministry and all of what makes Our Lady of Charity Parish its parish remains distinct, and there's no merging or consolidation at this time. So this pathway is the best forward for both St. Rose and Our Lady of Charity right now. It will require some flexibility, certainly from Father Gerner, but also from all of us. I know that you will show Father Gerner the same patience and charity and care that you extended to me in these past 2 years, as I was the administrator then pastor last year. I know this sounds a bit challenging, but please know that 7 other places in our archdiocese are hearing the same thing. So both at St. George's Parish down the street, St. Francis de Sales and Lenai, and then I think the other 2 might be out there, 1 in Chester County and 1 in Montgomery County. 2 parishes are affected by this arrangement about sharing a priest. So other parishes throughout the Archdiocese, likely in a few years, will have similar arrangements, and definitely similar arrangements have been made throughout the country where there's not enough priests to satisfy all the parishes that exist. So as we move forward in this time of transition, you can play an important role in supporting the community. Please first welcome Father Gerner when he arrives. The effective date for the assignments changes June 17th. Share your gratitude for his willingness to take on the responsibility of an additional parish. Be patient with him while he figures out how to balance all the responsibilities. I'm sure there'll be some things that will be needed to be communicated to you if I'm still here in this next month and they're making up schedules and all those kind of things that affect here and there. I'll be happy to share whatever Father wishes me to share with you. So Please know that the Archdiocese is committed to providing ongoing support both to Father Gerner and to you. Providing for your pastoral and sacramental needs remains a high point and a high priority of the Archdiocese. Let us all recommit to praying for one another, and obviously an increase of priestly vocations at this time, so we may be more open to the working of the Holy Spirit in our lives and in the lives of young people and in the lives of our parish, which we celebrate on this Pentecost Sunday. In the bulletin, I wrote a little personal remark about how gracious I found this parish. I really have enjoyed my time, although albeit too short. I didn't ask for a change, as I told you, but you were very warm and welcoming to me, and I know that that is one of your hallmarks. People have told me that in the area, about how St. Rose is a little different than everywhere else. I was a little hesitant when I first arrived here because I thought Father Canavan's shoes were going to be too big for me to fill. So the big personality, big responsibility, and I didn't think I'd measure up to that. But we did find our little way, so I'm very grateful for your kind welcome of me and your support of me while I was here, and the things that we did and things we had to do with the hall downstairs and the flood and the buckling of floors and asbestos and all that jazz, and just general trying to coming in after poor Father Dominic and kind of the scene that was. So I'm grateful for your help during all of that. Please know that St. Rose will always be in my heart. It's one of the two prettiest churches I've ever had the pleasure of overseeing. So really, and my new church is beautiful in a different way. It's modern. So it doesn't look like this. It's not pretty like this in a sense, very antique looking. So I'll definitely keep a little picture on my desk of St. Rose, and hopefully our paths will travel. I hope to make my little goodbyes for everybody during the parish picnic on June 9th, right after this Mass. Zach's Hamburgers is coming. I'm buying everybody hamburgers. So if you want to come, sign up. Call the office to sign up to get tickets so we can keep track of the numbers so Zach knows how many people to prepare for. And then we'll make our farewells then, okay? But I really hope that you do welcome Father Gerner. He's a very nice guy. I think in my own personal estimation, knowing him, he was a deacon in my home parish when I was newly entering the seminary. So he's a nice guy, very personable, a little older. I think he's probably within his mid to later 60s, class of 1993 at St. Charles Seminary. He's probably a cross between Canavan and Father Al. Those two personalities. So I think that kind of fits pretty good. So you'll welcome him, and I know that'll be good. I'm going to see if he wants to come to the picnic, and if he wants to, he'll come a little early if you'd like to. But if not, if he doesn't, if he can't, obviously, then you'll meet him the Sunday after the 17th, after Father's Day weekend, okay? So prayers until then, and God bless you, and thank you very much. Yeah, it's like, did they clap because he's done? Listen, there's a nice young man here from the Holy Land. His name is Hassan, and he's going to come up after the communion prayer and invite you downstairs to a little store they set up down in the hall. Some religious articles. It helps them because the Christians in the Holy Land are very persecuted